I can't speak English. My name is Sofia. I can understand English when I read it or hear it. I know the meaning of the words. I understand what people are saying. But when I try to speak, something strange happens. The words get stuck. My tongue feels heavy. It doesn't move fast enough. I know the words in my head, but they don't come out of my mouth. I feel like I am trapped. Today in class, the teacher asked everyone to introduce themselves. My heart started beating very fast. I looked around. Everyone was talking. Some students were speaking slowly. Others were speaking with more confidence. Some were shy. Some made mistakes. But they all spoke. Then the teacher said, "Sophia, my turn." I froze. My mouth opened, but no words came out. Silence. Everyone was waiting. My hands felt cold. The teacher looked at me and said kindly, "Go ahead." I forced myself to speak. My name is Sophia," I said in a small, soft voice. Then my mind went blank. I forgot the rest. I couldn't remember what I wanted to say. The teacher smiled. "Thank you, Sophia." She moved to the next student. I let out a long breath. I felt terrible. Why was it so hard? I knew how to say my name. I knew many English words. But when it was time to speak, everything disappeared. My mouth didn't work. My tongue didn't move. After class, I didn't leave right away. I waited. The teacher was packing her books. I walked up to her. My words were stuck again, but I forced them out. "I can understand, but I can't speak," I said. She turned to me. "That's normal," she said with a smile. "Your tongue is not used to English sounds." I looked confused. "My tongue?" I asked. "Yes," she said. "Speaking a language is not only thinking. It's not only knowing the words. You need to train your mouth. You need to practice the movements. Your tongue needs to learn the sounds." I had never thought about that before. I always thought the problem was in my brain. I thought I wasn't smart enough. But now she was telling me the problem was in my tongue. That was new. The teacher continued, "I know a method that can help you." I leaned closer. A method? A special way? I wanted to know. She smiled and said, "It's simple. You need to read out loud every day, and you need to do something called shadowing." I blinked. Read out loud? Shadowing? What do those mean? She saw my confusion and said, "Come tomorrow after class. I will show you." I nodded. A small hope grew inside me. Could this really help me speak? Would I finally be able to talk in English without fear? That night, I thought a lot about her words. Your tongue needs practice. Maybe my brain wasn't broken. Maybe I wasn't bad at English. Maybe I just needed to train my mouth, the way an athlete trains their body. I went to sleep wondering about the method. I wanted to see if it would really work. The next day, I stayed after class. My teacher was waiting for me. She had a book in her hands. "Sit down," she said kindly. I sat down. My heart was beating fast. I was nervous. She handed me the book. "Read this." I looked at the page. The words were simple, I knew them, but reading them out loud felt different. I took a deep breath and read, "The cat is on the table." My voice was shaky. My tongue felt slow and heavy. It felt strange. The teacher nodded. Again. I read it again. "The cat is on the table." It still felt strange. "Again," she said. I frowned. "Why again?" "I already read it twice." She smiled. "Read it again." I sighed. "The cat is on the table." This time, the words came out a little faster. She smiled. "Good. Now listen." She took out her phone and played an audio. A clear voice said, "The cat is on the table." "Now you repeat after the voice," she said. I hesitated. "Repeat?" "Yes, but not after. You must say the words with the voice, at the same time." "That sounds too hard," I said. She pressed play. The voice spoke again. "The cat is on the table." I tried to copy it. "The cat is on the table." But I was too slow. "Again," she said. We tried again and again. I felt frustrated. It was hard. "This is difficult," I said. She smiled. "Yes, it is. But it works." I didn't really believe her. I felt silly. I felt like I was never going to get better. Then she asked, "Do you know how babies learn to speak?" I shook my head. They listen. They copy. They don't worry about grammar. They don't worry about mistakes. They just repeat. And little by little, they learn. I looked at the phone. I heard the voice again. I took a deep breath. One more time. "The cat is on the table." This time, I said the words at the same time as the voice. Not perfect, not fast, but a little better. The teacher smiled. "Good. Now do this every day. Read out loud. Shadow the audio. Your tongue will learn." I went home. I sat on my bed with the book. I took a deep breath. "The cat is on the table," I said. My voice was soft. My tongue was slow. I remembered the second part, shadowing. I picked up my phone and searched for an English video. I found one about daily routines. A woman said, "I wake up at 7 a.m. I pressed play again. I tried to say it with her. "I wake up at 7 a.m. I was too slow. Again, "I wake up at 7 a.m. Still too slow. I felt frustration in my chest. Was this really going to work? Maybe I wasn't good at English. Maybe I would never speak well. I wanted to give up. Then I remembered the teacher's words. "Your tongue is not used to the sounds, but it will learn." I took a deep breath. One more time. "I wake up at 7 a.m. A little better. Again. "I wake up at 7 a.m. Faster this time. I kept going. I repeated each sentence. Sometimes I got it right. Sometimes I got it wrong. But I didn't stop. The next morning, I tried something new. While brushing my teeth, I said, "I brush my teeth." While making my bed, I said, "I make my bed." It felt silly, but I kept going. At school, I saw my friend Lina. We usually spoke Spanish, but today I wanted to try English. "Hi, Lina," I said. She smiled. "Hi, Sofia." I hesitated. I wanted to say more. I wake up at 7 a.m., I said. Lina laughed. Okay. I felt embarrassed. Why did I say that? It made no sense. But then she said, I wake up at 6 a.m. I stared at her. She answered me. It was a conversation, a short one. But still, it was real. Maybe this was working. That night, I practiced more. I read out loud. I did more shadowing. I talked to myself in English. My tongue felt tired, but something was changing. One morning, I walked into class. I felt a little different. I had been practicing every day. My tongue still moved slowly, but the words came out more easily. The teacher smiled. Today we will have a speaking activity, she said. My stomach dropped. Each student will talk about their daily routine. No, I wasn't ready. One by one, students stood up and spoke. Some were slow. Some made mistakes. But they spoke. Then the teacher called my name. Sofia, your turn. My hands felt cold. My heart beat fast. I stood up. Everyone was watching me. I opened my mouth. Nothing came out. Number not again. But then I heard a voice in my head. My voice. I wake up at 7 a.m. Yes. I had said that sentence 100 times. I knew it. I took a deep breath. I wake up at 7 a.m., I said. My voice was clear. I continued. I brush my teeth. I eat breakfast. I go to school. I wasn't thinking about grammar. I wasn't translating. The words just came out. I looked at my teacher. She smiled. My classmates nodded. I sat down. My hands were shaking. Had I really done it? Had I really spoken in front of everyone? The teacher clapped. Great job, Sofia. I felt something new. I felt proud. After class, I felt happy. I had done something I never thought I could do. Then something happened. Lina ran up to me. Sofia, you spoke so well. I smiled. Thank you. She looked at me. Can you help me? I blinked. Help you? She nodded. I can understand English, but I can't speak. I stared at her. Those were my words. That was my problem. Now someone was asking me for help. I thought for a moment. Then I took out my phone and played an audio. Listen, I said. Lina listened. Now repeat with the speaker, I said. She hesitated. I can't. I smiled. Yes, you can. Again. She tried. Her voice was soft. She was slow. Again, I said. She tried again. I saw the frustration on her face. I knew what she was feeling. She said, This is hard. I laughed. Yes, but it works. She looked at me. How do you know? I pointed at myself. Because 2 weeks ago, I was you. Really? Yes. I thought I couldn't speak. But I practiced. My tongue learned. And today I spoke in class. Her eyes widened. So it really works? I nodded. Yes. And now I will help you. She took a deep breath. Okay, one more time. We played the audio again. This time, her voice was stronger. I watched her and smiled. I wasn't just learning English anymore. I was helping someone else. I was teaching. Lina and I practiced every day. We read out loud together. We did shadowing together. Sometimes we made mistakes. Sometimes we laughed, but we didn't stop. One day, Lina came to me excited. Sophia, something happened. What? Today in class, the teacher asked a question, and I answered. You spoke? Yes. The words just came out. I didn't think. I just spoke. I smiled. See, I told you. You were right. This really works. I felt proud. Not just for her. For us. We did it together. But then something even bigger happened. One afternoon, the teacher came to me. Sophia, can I talk to you? I felt nervous. Did I do something wrong? She smiled. I've been watching you. You have improved so much. And I see you helping Lina. I nodded. Yes, she's learning too. She said, would you like to help more students? I froze. More students? Yes. Many students are afraid to speak. But you understand. You know how to help. I looked at Lina. She smiled at me. I took a deep breath. Yes, I said. I want to help. The teacher clapped. Wonderful. You will be a great helper. That night, I thought about everything. Just a few weeks ago, I thought I would never speak English. I thought I couldn't do it. I thought my tongue would never learn. But I was wrong. I wasn't bad at English. I just needed practice. And now I was not only speaking, I was teaching others. If I could do it, anyone could. Now it was my turn to help them. If you feel afraid to speak, don't wait. Start now. Read out loud. Repeat words. Shadow English speakers. Speak, even if it's not perfect. Your tongue is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And one day, like me, you will surprise yourself. You will speak. You will feel proud. And maybe you will help someone else too. If you like this story, don't forget to give it a like and share it with your friends who are learning English like you.